Hello everyone and welcome back. We're going to continue our little bunny videos. Before I start, sometimes I think of things after I've already made a video. And I thought, let me just go quickly show you that you can put on the head on the bunny easier, really, if you just go ahead and glue it into that stem in here. And then, you can put it with, I used probably tacky glue, but you can use because like I said, I don't have my glue gun available for me. And then also, but you can use, the hot glue also. And really, then you can make sure that you leave a little bit of a neck. I like necks, what can I say? And forget about this. Anyway. But you can go ahead and glue it, really, okay? Once you get glued on it, then you can put, and it's, everything is good, then you can go ahead and start building up the head with the cotton and around the neck and so on, okay? I think it's gonna be easier that way. But also, see, when you do that, go ahead and turn it any way you want to, up and down and all around, and you can do it this way easier. When you get the position that you want, then go ahead and start doing it around the neck and so on. But even though it's glued, go ahead and hold it until you get the, that look you want for your bunny. All right? I hope that makes sense. But I just thought about it afterwards. I thought, why did I do all that when I can do it this way, right? Okay, so there it is. Let me put this up. But the bunny's head is fine. It's just how to glue it on, okay? Alrighty. So, let's start with the bunny here. I did have the ears glue, and it looks so much better than it. And now what I'm going to do is I'll refine some of it, and I'll probably continue doing that because that's who I am. But I did make her a little shoe here. Okay, and so I want to show you what I did to it. It's still wet, by the way, so it's just kind of there right now. I try to do one to kind of show you, and then we're going to do this one here. Now, when I get done with what I'm going to show you, I'm going to come back and refine my lines in here because I want to make sure she looks like she's got stockings. And probably the little outfit is going to come about, around here. You see her shoe, but it's gonna be a little bit of the leg too. So I thought I'll just go ahead and refine that a little bit better. But I'll do that, off camera. But I'm gonna show you how I did that, okay? And this is the same length that I did this one, so it should work. We hope. I hope you'll do it well. Thank you for your sweet little comments. I try to write some comments today because I really appreciate you guys. I really do. And it's really hard for me not to be in the, not to do crafts, to tell you the truth, because I love it. Okay, so I put a little bit of that glue on both sides, and now what I'm going to do is just fold it. Don't fold it flat. Just fold it, give it a little edge to it, see? Like that. And starting from the back, make sure you put some glue on the shoe, okay, all the way around it, and on the bottom too. We're going to make a shoe. So the edge of it is gonna go upwards. So I'm just sliding it right in here. And this is exactly what I did to this other one. And I'm just gonna bring it in. And like that. And like that. So now with the brush, I'm going to bring it in into the foot, the bottom. And when it's good and dry, then you can make a template out of cardboard or whatever, to give it the sole on it, but you don't have to do it right now. Okay, then in here, I go ahead and bring it in forward and sideways. Let me put this down for a minute so that I can. Now the back, the side on the right side is going to be curvy, And the one inside, you want to bring it in a little bit. You know, just like your shoe, yeah, your foot. You have a right one and a left one. Okay, and then, see like that. And I'm going to press a little bit in here with my fingers. They're still a little wet. Okay, like that. And then with something sharp, you're going to slightly bring some of this stuff in. If you can, by any chance, just put a little bit of, you know, a little cotton in there. You don't need much in, but you do need a little bit. Because then we're going to put this in here. Just enough to kind of, you know, it won't show. And of course, you will look at the shoe, make sure that both of them are the same and all of that. Oh, as close as possible. Because nothing is perfect in nature, is it? All right. Okay, there you go. And once you get that done, I want to bring this up just like a little bit more in on the sides. You know, just press the brush in a little bit. So it kind of hugs the foot. All right? Yeah. Once that's done, I lost the little button, but it's okay. Once this done, I have done another piece long. This is the second piece. The first one is on, and also I fold it. Okay, and then on one side, now this one is a little bit wider on one side, so I'm gonna kind of even it out. Here. Also, I can probably give it a little bit of this and also kind of bring it in a little bit to make it, you know, just kind of even it out like the other one, give or take. And then I'm going to round the one end. And just, you know, if you want it pointed, you can. I think mine is round, so we're going to do that way. And I'll measure to be sure they're both the same. And I need to cut about here. Now with the little sharp, just the very, very, very ends, I'm just going to kind of bring it down like that a little bit. So when I put it on the shoe right there like this, oh man, let me get that there. Then, oops, you want the, of course, the buckle part of it on the outside. Okay, and I think we got it right there and right there. Okay. All right. And then one here is going to be pressed down lightly, you know, to be like it's coming out of the shoe and going this way, and the same on this one. Okay. And now with a little tiny bit of a cotton, don't matter what it is, just a tiny bit, because the little button on the side are very, you know, very small. I'm going to do 2 little circles, tiny little circles. I mean, well, little, you know, like that. Rounding them out. And then we glue them into the shoe. Okay, and then, okay, be there. Give it a little more of that glue over it. And if you want it flattened down, you know, it's up to you. Then, let's see. Well, I'm just gonna get the end of this, for instance. And just flatten down. Okay, and then you got your two little shoes on. I did one ahead so we can, you know, save a little time. Like I said, if you need a little more cotton in here, just go ahead and put a little bit at a time. And let me show you. Now try to show you as much as I can so it's easy. This is easy, really, and you'll be surprised. I'm going to show you some of my big mistakes in a minute, so makes you feel really good on some of the stuff that I tried for the first time, okay? All right, here we go. See, you just add a little bit more and just kind of make sure that you can tell the little strap from, you know, from the shoe, but there we go, okay? And of course, you might want to come out a little bit out like that so you can tell that it is a shoe, just slightly. And there you go. Now you got a nice little shoe. And I might come, see how this one is a little bit wider this way. I'll probably come back in here and put a little bit more to make it all even. But that's just little details that you can do. I mean, you can spend hours on these things with details. I promise you. All right, so this is one of the things I wanted to show you. It was the shoe. The next thing, excuse me, I went and took this sleeve out because of the padding, because I didn't like it. It was not very good, so I wanted to start over again. So what I did in here, on this one, I gave it another coat of the cotton, okay? But then, see the little hands in there? It looks like it's got the little fingers or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do it on this one here. Also, again, here is the other one. See, I knew I had it somewhere. I tell you, they're so little. You know, once you leave them alone, they all stay there and everything stays in. But I tell you, when you're working on them, this is what happened. I'm going to put it on later. But anyway, so I'm going to show you what I did here and here. Also, like I said, put your hands like you want them to, what they're going to do. This one, for instance, is going to hold a tassimasi. It's going to have a little strap, and this is what she's going to be holding. So, of course, the strap is going over the little arm, the little hand, so I clasp it in a way that I can go ahead. Let's see if I can find something for you. Okay, for instance, she could hold the scissors, so definitely, she can hold a little strap, and you can, of course, then you can go ahead and glue it on it, but, you know, that's what you want. This one, she may be holding something else, but still, I'm going to show how to do the little fingers one way and on the back of it, too, okay? All right, so this is another thing you need to do. And again, the tassimasi, or you can do a basket, either way. Either way, she'll be able to, see, hold a basket, or this. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to do. I saw one. Now, this is sort of, but not, you know, because we all like to make it different, and Pinterest, and I liked her. And she's Shabby Shic. And so this is why I went this direction. Not I forgot if she has shoes or not. This is, I put them on because I wanted to. But the tassimasi was there. It's not finished, of course, but it has little flowers or little things in it. So I might do this one, or I may do this one. I haven't decided, like I said, and it's okay. Also, I can bring it up. Whoops. Let me put this down a minute. I can bring it up and actually give it more, you know, more this look if I wanted to. Okay? And bring it this in here a little bit more if I wanted to. There we go. And make it a little bit, you know, more oval. So, this is what I'm saying. So, you want your bunny to pose as you're working on it, of what you're going to do to it, okay? All right. So now let's go ahead and do this little arm in here. give or take. This is so much fun. But I want you to know, somebody left me a message. She didn't know whether she'd be able to do it. Yes, you can. If I can, you can. And if there's any problems on anything that you're having problems with, you let me know, and I will make just a video on that particular thing, okay? There's the little ball there, okay, so I got this here. And I'm just going to make sure that I wet very well my arm, whether it's metal or pipe cleaner, okay? As you can tell, my pipe cleaners is doing great. I really enjoy doing it with pipe cleaners, but I bought yesterday at Hobby Lobby a really fine wire, because I'm going to be making people for my activity this year for Christmas, and they're very small, so I needed that small wire. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do here right now is, bring this in. They're still wet in places. This is what I look like I'm awkward with it. All right, let me do this here, and I'm going to bring a little bit for the hand, and that's all I need, I think. I think I hit it a little bit longer than I needed it. And I'm just going to bring the hand in, like so. Then I'm going to bring see, I hope you can see it this way, because I need to hold it. I'm going to bring this part in here under first, and then come here and bring the one in the front later. Okay, so the back to the front, and then front to the back. Does it make sense? And that reason is that you have your, for me anyway, you have your seam, it doesn't show. And the first time you're gonna do that, it's gonna be kind of not very pretty, okay? And it's okay. And really, I tried to blow dry mine this morning. It's still not done. It's best really to keep really nice and hard, to let it dry naturally. That way it dries all the way in, okay? All right, now this one's gonna go back the other direction. And if it's not very good, it's okay, because the second layer, once it's dried, is gonna be perfectly fine. So, and this one will need this one and another layer on the top, okay? All right, but this is the little hand in here. That is coming up this way, and I want to make sure that it's there as best as I can. Okay, and like I said, don't worry about it too much. You can, a little bit at a time, fix this up, but it takes a little time, and I don't want to take that much time, so I'm just telling you that. All righty, okay. And all right. Sometimes you have extra and just pull it off. It's best to pull it off than try to bottle with it. See? All right. So there's your little hand. There is my little hand that, let's see if I can get it right. Okay, that is gonna be like that, flat up. Okay, now, and I'll probably, when it gets a little bit dry, you can work on them a little bit easier too. Like in here, for instance, it's still damp, and I was able to do a little more work to it on the ear, and I'll show you here in a minute what I will be doing there. All right. I do want flatter in here, in the, you know, in the back. So just try to make it as best as you can to fit around the and if you have a problem, get those little threads out, and you know, fibers, and then they do better. Okay, now whoops, whoa. Let's do the fingers. I think I put 4 in here, so I'll put 4 in there too. And really, you don't need a lot for the fingers, okay? You need maybe a pinch. Again, it all depends, you know, what your pinch is, or, you know, just a little piece. And I might have to have a little more than that, but I don't know. Okay. Ah. All right. So let's say something like that. Make it long. Fold it. And what you want to make, really, a cylinder. Oops. Okay. Don't worry if you have a little tail on it or worn out or anything, okay? You just want a cylinder and kind of blunt on the very, very end, okay? I'm gonna pull this out. I don't need it. And since the palm is up, okay, I'm going to bring it from the bottom up. And I'm gonna start in the middle of the little hand. Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing water instead of a... Okay, here we go. Okay, so then I just, like I said, again, can y'all see that? I hope so. I need a third hand sometimes. So here it is, the finger is going in, but you want to make sure it goes all the way to the edge. You know, like your fingers like that. Well, you want it to come a little bit this way. And then, whoops. Come on, give me a break. All right, let me see here. All right, I got one. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, see, I can see it right there, okay? But I'm gonna go up a little bit more because I really, really wanna see it, you know, from the other side. So now, and the reason I start with the middle one, because it makes it easier than to put them on either side, whatever it needs. But you can do it any way you want to. Like I said, it's not a particular rule or anything like that. Okay, I want to do another one. Oops. I want to take that out of the way because I keep dipping in the water. I want it in the glue. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to fold it and make a cylinder. You can do it with your hands, roll it, however you want to do it, it's fine. Okay, here we go. And probably with your hands a little bit dry too, okay? All right, see that? So again, I want to come back on this side here because I want it to come in, and then just bring the other one, let it kind of, again, see it right there? Okay, because that's your little fingers, right? So I want her to have her fingers in there, okay. So now I'm gonna go one in here and then probably another one on the other side. And here we go. And you don't have to fold it all the way down, but you know. Okay, and I'm just gonna make another cylinder. When I make my next doll, it will have fingers, not like this. It's done with a little bit of wiring too, but I really like it. Okay, let's see now. A little glue, always. Then I'm gonna come back in here again to come in and come down here. Okay, and I may bring those other two a little closer to the edge over here. There we go. Yeah, little edge in there. And then I'm gonna bring a little, maybe like, you know, another one right here. All right. And see, this is what it looks on the bottom. Can you tell? There you go. Now that's how you do your little fingers or your little paws. Now this one here is already wet, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in. And I fold it. Yeah, I always have something wet and, you know, to wipe your fingers, because I tell you, like I said, your hands don't feel sticky, but yeah, the cotton will, you know, get on your fingers, and with the glue, it dries. I mean, it really does. Let's see, I decided to do it. Hold on, let me move this up a little bit more this way. All right, and this way. And now I'm gonna put this one this way, okay? Let's see. And try to flatten them down as much as you can. And on here, oops, I want to make sure that I separate it, because when I'm going to put some cotton over it, and to smooth the lines, and it's going to be fine. And then this one here, make sure that it is nice and is smooth in here. Patience, patience, ladies, patience, and gents. Okay, now once I've done that, then I'm going to put a little bit of a cotton, not that big of a cotton, but anyway, just enough to cover the little hand, and very thinly, you know, fluff it out about like this. That's enough. Small pieces, that's better of anything than big chunks for these little babies. That means, even, like I said, it takes a lot of time to you know, get dry, but it sure makes a lot of difference. Okay, this is gonna go over all the fingers, and that's what that does. It joins them together. See? And then I'll show you how you can get your little fingers all in there. Sorry, I'm turning it around, but I gotta see what I'm doing. Okay. So now she's got, and I might have to do a little more little pieces of, you know, of cotton, but that's okay right now. But I got it all nice and together in here. This is what I wanted it, okay? And this in here, make sure you bring your little hand in, because you don't want a huge, palm. I mean, normally it will be bigger than the normal, but see, you also wanted to kind of compare that you don't, of course, this one is more open, this one is closed, but still about the same kind of a, of hand, the size of the hand, okay? All right, once I do that, what I will come back in here, probably put another thin piece in here. And I'm talking like that. From here, carefully. And I would do this, the fingers, after the arm is dried, okay? Don't do it like I'm doing it because it's a pain. That way everything stays where it was supposed to be, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's a lot of waiting, but that's okay, okay? And of course, then you come with whatever sharp, and you want to have the indentation forward also of the bunny's fingers, see? There we go. And bring it in. Like I said, you don't want it to, when it gets a little drier, I'll come back and I'll squeeze it in more because I want it flat in here. And, so try to do the same thing. Just let it dry maybe for a few hours and then come back and just, bringing it in and make sure that hand, because you want to dip, a little dip in the hand, and it's right now it's hard to do it because everything is so wet. Okay, there we go. So this is your hand, and on the bottom, it's again, I'll work on it, put a little bit more of the cotton, especially when I do the second coat of the arm, and yeah, it should be fine. And there we have a little palms up bunny hand. Yeah, like I say, you can work with those little fingers and put them however you want them, okay? There we go. And like I said, a lot of patience, folks. All right. All right, so you got know how to put on, how to do a shoe on the little babies, and now you know how to put the, the arm. Well, see how this one is kind of loose still because it's still wet. I worked on it earlier, and it's still not, but that's okay. I keep on putting it in there. Now I'm going to show you how I did this here. This here, I want a little gathering, like a little roughly kind of a curly. There's some bunnies out there that has curly hair. Not too much here and there. So, if she's a girl bunny, I want her to have a little bit more curls, okay? All right, let me put something under it. That is going to be the fun part of it. I'll just stick this thing in here for right now. There we go. So I can work on it. And I'm going to do this one in here. And you pick up again a piece of or two, whatever, of a strip, the cotton ball. There's one somewhere in, and I don't remember where, I went online, so, and I haven't bought any yet, but I'm going to, the wider cotton. Although I enjoy doing it this way because really this is, I mean, I don't mind at all. But if you want a little more, precise or whatever, it's nice to have one chunk of the cotton. But like I said, I'm going to show you. Then you can use paper towels to make the little outfit. It's going to turn out really, really cute. All right, so now I got this in here. I get my tweezers. Yep, my tweezers. Oh, not necessarily. You can get a sharp also kind of a, kind of a thing and just kind of You want to make a, bunch of wrinkles in it. Just a bunch of little wrinkles. Or with the tweezers, you're just gonna go every direction and kind of pinch, 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 pinch. Or this, whichever is your cup of tea. See? And kind of crunch it up a little bit, which is basically what I did to this ear here, okay? All right, and you see you have sort of a little shape of an ear, right? The bottom one, you want to make sure you got some of those little yeah, there we go. Now that I have it in there, I'm gonna put it on this one. See, they're still not very secure in there. And I'm just gonna put it over it until I get to the end. And you wanna be sure you end on either side of the edge of the bunny ear. I don't want so much in here right now, so I'm gonna take that off. I hope you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. See, once I put it in there, I even give it a little more. This one I can just go in and just fix it in, see? Just push it in, it's all right. And then just kind of, and again, when it was a little bit less, a little bit of dryness to it, I was able to come back and, fix it a little bit, and I still can't see. So don't have to do it all right now, but do it as much as you can if that's what you want. If it's not what you want, just make it smooth. And, and that's just little pieces at a time, make it smooth. Okay, I'm coming with this one. I want to make sure that I want those fibers, fine fibers in there, so that I can glue into the bunny. And I'm going to come back later. I'll also put a little bit more over here anyway, so it's all right if it's not very, very smooth right now. So I'll pull it up and then I just kind of bring it down with, flat down a little bit. Yeah. I thought it was kind of cute. And anything, excess that you have, just bring it in forward. When this is good and dry, I'm going to put a little bit in here too, in the front. When this is good and dried, okay, it's going to hold really very well. I put tacky glue my ears, by the way, okay? I put it in a little hole, but I also put some tacky glue in it. But when things are wet, they kind of move around, don't they? All right. See, some of it is coming out to the edge, and it's cute, especially on this little edge side of it. And I'll probably do a little bit on this one. Like I said, I want to wait until it gets good and dry. All right. So when this is good and dried, and I'll work on the front of the ear. And then I'm going to smooth out the legs, and I'm going to give it another coat and, another layer of the cotton on this hand. And like I said, keep pressing a little bit as I go along, so that my hand will be just perfect, or not perfect, but as perfect as I can get, okay? And here it is. I think it turned out really cute. And, you know, I don't want the same look as this one. I want a little bit different, a little more female look, I guess, which maybe it'll work and maybe it won't. I make a lot of mistakes, believe me. Alrighty, so this is the bunny, and I'm gonna let her dry very, very, very well now before I even fool around with it anymore, okay? Because I cannot do that. I have to let it dry. So I'm putting her somewhere. All right, there. I was gonna show you that I make boo-boos all the time. See this bunny? Now I don't have any problem with the head. This is atrocious. Why? Because I put it on a cardboard, one of those, let's see if I can find it here somewhere. Hold on. Okay. I was experimenting. See, this is what I do, experiment. So I wanted to do it on this, which I did, okay? And what I did is I closed this in, then I stuffed it with paper towels, some of this that I have, they'll dry, to give it a little more body. And then I cut a little layer, you know, in here. Actually, I did. Once I stuffed it really well, I just put a little bit of a tape over the opening, and it was fine. Well, my problem was that I did not put it on all over it, see? Because this is cardboard. You get water in there, it gets soft, and it gets, you know. So this is what I learned. On cardboard, put the painter's tape or, you know, something like that. And that way the water don't penetrate into the cardboard, and then everything, it'd be smoother and it'd be tighter. But because I didn't do that, this turned out really bad. Now, it's still salvageable, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of work on it to get it like I wanted to. Like I said, I was just experimenting with it, okay? On the other hand, this one turned out really, really cute, okay? I did this one with foil. The body, the head, and the legs separate, and the arms separate, but with foil. So they're firm enough that I can go over it little by little, and it's just, you know, hard as a rock. So this is what I'm saying. Sometimes I learn from my mistakes. I do like the foil very, very well. Okay. Now, as I said, they're gonna have a basket, a little, and also I painted this is gonna be the slip. I painted it with linen color ivory, actually, from Waverly's chalk paint, with a little bit of water too, okay? Because otherwise it doesn't go as smooth. I didn't do it all the way up because I don't need all the way up. And I'm gonna use the same paper to make the dress, the top one. I already done part of the top. This is the back, okay? And again, it's painted, ready to go, but it's gonna have even more stuff over it. So this is why I'm showing just this right now. But this is what I'm doing it with paper towels. And it's just easy, really, really easy. So I measure it more or less what I needed to cut, and I put the rectangle into the bunny, cut the arms around it, and where the neck was gonna be, then the shoulders. And I don't care this first layer if it's very perfect around the shoulders, mainly because there was gonna be another layer to go on the top, okay? So this is what I've been doing on the side. And of course the Tassie Massey, which is not finished yet, but this is what we're doing. And this is just a little lace over the bottom. And they had this little nice little peaks, or whatever you want to call them. And I put them on the side because I needed it. And I think it's going to be really, really cute. In the same lace, I cut this, I left just the longer semicircle and put it on the front of the neck. But in the back, I was able to do it all the way. Okay? So, next video, we're dressing this baby. And we painted it actually first and all that, but we're gonna start dressing it too. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it went a little longer, but sometimes I cannot, it's just what it is. So until next time, Stay well, stay well, stay very, very healthy, please. Very crafty, and God bless you. And if you have any questions, please put them up there in the comments, and I will try my best to answer them. Have a good day.